Has it been hard not being able to be out there, and I'm sure you want to be?
Yeah, but they did a great job in the 2 games without me, and playing another big game tomorrow, and we'll be back and see what that's going to look like.
Do you think having the team have all these kind of close games so far, obviously last game having to come back from down 9 to end up winning, do you think having to get that fight, that grit kind of early on this season could help you guys in big games either tomorrow or down the line?
Absolutely, especially in the fashion that it came. We had 3 players in foul trouble. Well, Meg didn't get hers late, but 2 players, and they contribute a lot of our points in foul trouble. But to see the fight the team had, it was a good sign to see, especially early.
What have you seen from Aubrey as she's continued to improve?
She's special. I've said it before, she does a lot of things that other people on the floor can't do, and she's got to be able to continue that.
Is it hard to watch and sit on the bench, watching them in foul trouble, and know you can't play a part of that, especially with the short bench?
Yeah, I was in the back of my head. I was like, I wonder if they have another uniform in the back, but no. They did a great job. Obviously, it was a little bit closer than we would have liked, but in a hostile environment, on the road, they got a good win.
Was it like having Lou back?
It was fun. It was a good surprise. She walked in the locker room and jumped in front of my locker, and my reaction was just like, but probably gave like 3 hugs after that too. But no, having Lou back is fun. We miss that energy in the gym.
You got a little rivalry going?
Yeah, anytime we play them is a big game. They have a completely different team. We have a completely different team, so it's just going to be a fun matchup.
Was there any apprehension about going back and worried about the basketball?
None at all.
Does it seem strange to play Notre Dame with them not ranked in the top 10? I mean, there's nothing really at stake in this game. You guys have played for national championships and trips to the title game.
Yeah, for me, no, never pay attention to the ranking in my opinion. But to me, Notre Dame is Notre Dame. They're going to play harder against us than they do any other team in the country. So we have to be ready for that.
What about the chance you get to finally play them here on campus?
Yeah, the other time that they came here was in XL. No shade to XL, but Gampel's way better. So it's going to be a great atmosphere in here tomorrow, and I'm excited for that.
It's obviously a big Notre Dame UConn matchup. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it, seen it from afar. What's it like knowing that this is your first time coming around for this?
It feels good. I'm just going to go out there and do what my team needs me to do.
Have you heard from your teammates just what this kind of rivalry means?
Yeah, I know there's a big rivalry, so I'm just going to go out there, play hard, and try to contribute.
How big of a lift will it be to have Crystal back, and just how different is it with her on the floor?
It feels good, especially since she surprised us at the Seton Hall game. We didn't know she was going to be there, so a big energy boost for us. So, yeah.
What kind of challenges do you think Notre Dame will pose for you guys?
Well, we've been practicing, so we have a game plan. We're just going to go out there and execute.
What's it like having Lou in the gym today?
It feels good. I mean, even when we were doing breakdown drills, she was helping me too, and just she's still a leader, and in a way she was there for me. So yeah.
How did it feel to have that breakout game that we all knew and you knew you were capable of, but to have it come, that must have felt good to show what you can do?
Yeah, it did. It meant a lot, and I just went out there and did what my team needed me to do.
Especially at Seton Hall, right? Did your dad say anything to you about the fact that it came there?
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty. He was happy for me even before the game. He made a tweet saying she's playing in my court. It was pretty nice to see that.
What did he tell you after the game? Did he give you a call or anything?
No, he didn't say anything. It was just overall good, just playing there and just seeing where he grew up and stuff.
What do you expect from Notre Dame? I saw some faces, but as you said.
Yeah, it's a different team in so many ways, It's our program against their program, but the teams that have played against each other the last couple of years don't exist anymore, But it's still UConn and Notre Dame, so obviously that has a lot of meaning to it. But they're young. They're young and they're finding their new roles. They're getting a lot of experience playing together. they still shoot the ball well. They still run their stuff really well. They execute. So their philosophy hasn't changed much. It's just, completely different cast of characters.
Is it nice to get him in here? You haven't played him here in a while, right?
We haven't played them here in a while. I remember the last time we played them here, Marina Mabry was a freshman. She had like 19 in the first half. I'm like, why the hell we got to put up with this kid for 4 more years? It was brutal. But yeah, I am glad we're playing them here. I'm glad our students are on campus, and I think it's going to be a fun afternoon for sure.
Just circling to Aubrey for a second. When you have a lot of players who have families with athletic backgrounds, obviously your father. Does that factor into interest in a player at all?
Not necessarily. I mean, there's a lot of former athletes, a lot of NBA players actually, who have kids playing in college. Some are better than others. Some are, some are pressure-free. They don't have to worry so much about living up to any kind of reputation. Some, I think, do get affected by the pressure sometimes of having to live up to their name, that kind of thing. But whether your dad is an NBA player or your mom was a WNBA player, whatever the case may be, that in and of itself, doesn't really matter. Sometimes it can be bad because that parent's a pain in the ass because they played the game and they know more than anybody how the game should be played. So it goes both ways. Aubrey is the most fortunate kid in America because she has 2 incredibly talented parents. She's got an incredibly talented family, and she's normal, and her parents are normal, and her family's normal, and they just, really appreciate her for who she is and let her be her. She doesn't have to be, her dad. She don't have to be her brothers. She just has to be Aubrey. The kid has such a great innocence about her that is just really refreshing to coach.
With the team having played so many close games so far this season, having to come back from a 9-point deficit against Seton Hall, do you think having that kind of effort to have to fight back to kind of grind out a win will help in these bigger games coming up, whether or not it's Notre Dame or moving forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think the more times you're in that situation, the more times you're faced with that, especially on the road, which seems like every game we played this year has been on the road. And all of a sudden that Ohio State win looks really, really good at Ohio State, So you do gain some confidence being in those situations. You do feel like that whatever happens, we can handle this. Getting down 9 at Seton Hall, there wasn't any panic. There wasn't any, oh my God, what's going on? This team probably is used to having to struggle because that's what they're going to be faced with every single game. And they're going to be in a lot more of those games as the season goes on. And hopefully we'll handle it as well as we've handled it to this point and get even better at it.
It's like Batuli was. Is she closer? Or
no, I can't imagine her being able to do anything, according to the doctors anyway, until sometime in January. So it's going to be a while for her, just to be able to, get some movement in that knee. So she's a long way away.
Was it nice to have Blue back here at practice?
No. No. It's like when Kalena Lewis and Stewie were there. No, it's not. It's not any fun at all because it just makes me go sit in my office and cry that they're not here anymore. And I should have appreciated them more while they were here. But Lou was great today because you know, she had Sam Brunel's job, shoot it. So it's not an accident that Lou showed up today. She got one job to do, shoot it. But she looks great. Lou looks great. She's bigger, stronger. She looks good. She looks good. She's going to be here for a while, she said, so that's good too.
You mentioned that Notre Dame has still a lot of offensive weapons. What are you looking for your defense? We saw a little bit, obviously, on the scout team wise. What are you looking for your defense to do to kind of
I think we've got to be really mindful of their movement, you know, their screening, and the way they get each other open. You know, we've got to be very mindful of who the shooters are and who we have to guard. So it's not, you know, for this year's team, there's not like an outstanding individual defender that we can just say, you know, okay, that's yours. You know, a few years ago when we had Gabby and Kia, we always played every game almost 3-on-3. The other two guys that those two were guarding didn't exist anymore. So it was always 3-on-3. And we could win that battle 99 out of 100 times. Now it's every game we play, we have to guard everybody with everybody. So it takes a lot more coordination and communication by our guys. So a team like Notre Dame isn't easy because they do move a lot without the ball. So that's something that we're going to have to, deal with.
You know, whenever you can make time to come back, now that schedules are really busy, whenever you have time you do, and I'm glad to be here.
How are you feeling? Is your recovery coming along well?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited to kind of, get shooting and use the facilities here. That's part I miss most about being here, but I feel good, and I'm excited to, watch them tomorrow and play really well.
Being a year out, how do you see the program and the coaching staff differently than you did when you were actually playing here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts when you're a senior and you kind of see and appreciate everything they're doing because you're on that way out and it's your last year kind of, but, seeing what they continuously do every single year, and, we all kind of leave one after another, but they're here always and just continually putting the same exact amount of effort and work into each player that comes through here.